Buongiorno a tutti, mi chiamo Charlotte e oggi parliamo della canzone che si chiama La Primavera in Anticipo. È una canzone di Laura Pausini. Hi everyone, my name's Charlotte. Today we're going to be looking at a song by the Italian singer-songwriter Laura Pausini, and the name of the song is La Primavera in Anticipo, which is like a early springtime. So I've got the lyrics written on this very big whiteboard here, and I'm still not back in my office, guys, so you have to bear with me, but I do have this very large whiteboard which is necessary when you're writing out the lyrics to the song. So le parole is the words. So this is for the Marzo Italian club. So this is what you'll receive if you're a club member. You'll receive a copy of this, a digital copy, in your email as a PDF, and you can click on the links which will take you to the song, and you can, I think this one might have so there's a couple of versions of the song. There's one with Laura Pausini singing on her own, but there's also one where James Blunt, the British singer, sings a little bit in English and a little bit in Italian with her as well. But these words are from the Italian version, okay? So you'll be able to find the link to this video on this handout as well. And I'll also just put the link to the video within the email so you can easily find the content we're looking at. So, cominciamo, no? So, we start off. Per scontato non do niente di quel che ho, neanche un minimo brivido. Ora no, c'è più ossigeno nel mio perimetro, è un sintomo chiarissimo. Confesso, sei la causa mia primaria. Adesso in me di tutto il buono che c'è. She actually goes, or something like that. Lo so, sei la primavera in anticipo. And then she sings the again. La prova che dimostra, where are we? Sorry about the reflection. Dimostra quale effetto hai su me, perché l'autoscatto di noi ormai, where's my little green pen? Ormai non prescinde da me, è un cantico reciproco. Per questo nei polmoni cambia l'aria, del resto sei tutto il buono che c'è. Lo so, dimostra quell'effetto è su me. Fiori che nascono dai rovi, qui fuori cicatrizzano, double Z, gli errori miei. Sei tu, senza alcun dubbio, l'artefice di questa primavera che c'è in me, qui fuori, nell'autoscatto di noi. It's a big old whiteboard, isn't it? I've got a smaller one as well, so I might use that. And then I've got my baby one here. So normally, or at least a year and a half ago, I would have been in my office and I could have just turned around, put my desk up and down, used my my desk goes up and down like this, and I could just turn around and I can move the camera on the tripod, but all of that stuff isn't available to me at the moment, so it is what it is, but it'll change soon, I promise. So let's have a look at these words. It starts off, per scontato non do niente di quel che ho. Might be easier if I just show you on here. It's been folded up a little bit. Per scontato non do. That means, for granted, I do not take niente di quel che ho, anything that I have. So I don't take anything I have for granted. What I do on these handouts, as you're probably aware, is I put all the verbs in red so they're easier to find. Whether they're conjugated in like small forms that agree with I, you, he, she, they, whatever, their conjugations, or whether they're in their infinitive form. So let me find an infinitive verb if there is one. Actually, there isn't an infinitive verb, but for example, there's the verb per questo nei polmoni cambia l'aria. Cambia l'aria. So cambiare is the verb to change. So cambiare with A-R-E at the end would be the infinitive verb. But actually it's conjugated here because it agrees. Cambiare agrees with the verb, with the noun l'aria. L'aria cambia, the air is changing, or the air changes. So aria, l'aria, the air, is the subject of the verb. The air changes, okay? Or it could be I'm changing, or you're changing, or they change the tire on the car. They change. So the verb to change is the verb. They is the subject, the person carrying out the action, if you like. So, per scontato non do niente di quel che ho. So here you can see, for example, per scontato non do. Do is I give, from the verb dare. And niente di quel che ho. O in red is the verb avere, which means to have, in the first person singular. So niente di quel che ho. Nothing of that which I have, or to have got. Nothing which I've got, if you like. So, neanche un minimo brivido. Ora no. Ora no means no longer, or not now, you know. So let's see. I've got a convenient translation here. So let's see. For granted, I don't take anything. Sometimes niente can be translated as nothing, or it can be also translated in English as anything, okay? Niente that I have, okay. Niente che di quel che ho, of that which I have, di quel che ho. Okay, yeah, not even the slightest, or neanche un minimo brivido. Un minimo could be the slightest, or it could be a minimum, something small, okay? But we would say in English the slightest. Not even the slightest thrill. Ora? No, not now. C'è più ossigeno. Okay, so c'è più means there is more. C'è means there is. Più is more. Meno is less. Più is more. Ossigeno is oxygen. So, c'è più ossigeno nel mio perimetro. In my boundary, in my perimeter. Sometimes the translation is quite similar to the English. You can see I've got these rings under my eyes. I'm not sleeping very well at the moment, but it's okay. Va bene. It's okay. Perimetro is like perimeter, but it can also mean like boundary or like the edge of something. Okay, like a perimeter fence, you know, where something ends. C'è più ossigeno nel mio perimetro, in my perimeter. So this is very awkward here, isn't it? Ecco, forse così andrà meglio. Okay, we're going to have that little reflection too. So where do we get to? Adesso, oh no, scusa, confesso, can you see that bit there? Confesso qua. I confess, sei la causa mia primaria. You are the main, or my main cause, my primary cause. Yeah, primary cause. Adesso in me, di tutto il buono che c'è. So adesso means now. So ora also means now, but adesso means like in this moment. In me, in me. Di tutto il buono che c'è, of all the good that there is. So, confesso se la causa mia primaria, adesso in me, di tutto il buono che c'è. So, I confess that you are the main cause of all the good there is in me now. Bit awkward because A, it's a song, but be, it's also in Italian, so they sort of chop and change little bits, little clauses, which we might organise in a different way in English. Then we have this bits, and then lo so, lo so. So is from the verb sapere, it's the first person singular conjugation, it means I know. Lo so, lo is it, I know it. Sei la primavera, you see that bit over here where I'm pointing? Sei la primavera in anticipo. So you're the early spring. Anticipo means early. It's kind of like the opposite of in ritardo, which means late. So yeah, spring come early kind of thing. La prova che, can you see where I'm pointing over here? La prova che dimostra, the proof. What else could you say for that? Oh, the proof, yeah, the proof, the evidence or proof. La prova che dimostra, there should be an A at the end here, dimostra. Just move my huge whiteboard around. La prova che dimostra. So dimostra is like to demonstrate or to show something. It's to do with something you can see. Let me just go over this. Per scontato non do niente di quel che ho, neanche un minimo brivido, ora no. So, for granted I take nothing of that which, or I don't take anything of which I have. I don't take anything I have for granted, not even the slightest thrill. C'è più ossigeno nel mio perimetro, so there's more oxygen in my perimeter. There's more oxygen around me, so, or depending on what she's talking about, I'd say on her edges, you know, she's like probably more inspired if you're talking about like kind of oxygen as in force or life force in a kind of metaphorical sense, but also kind of possibly literal sense. È un sintomo, we didn't translate this. È un sintomo chiarissimo. This is a very clear symptom. What I like about this is that we've got, first of all, I chose this song because Laura Pausini is very famous, but secondly because it's the spring basically. Marzo, it's the end of spring now, or no, it's the end of March now, but it's the start of spring, which is nice. So this is like a hopeful song. It's talking about love, it's talking about like inspiration and life and things flourishing. So that's the kind of feeling I'm going with here. È un sintomo, è un sintomo, this one here, chiarissimo, very, very clear. So when you've got this little suffix here, this little ending, issimo, it means like very, very much something. Bravissimo is like very, very good. So bravo would be good, or good lad, or good man, or whatever. But bravissimo would be like excellent, yeah, really, really good. So chiaro is like clear, or it could be bright, but it's clear in this sense, I think. Chiarissimo, very, very clear, like you can definitely see it, you know. So there's more oxygen in my perimeter, and it is a clear symptom. Confesso, I confess. Sei la causa. So sei means you are. It's from the verb essere in the to form. La causa mia primaria adesso è me di tutto il buono che c'è. So it's a clear symptom, very clear symptom that you are the main cause, or the first cause, the primary cause of everything that's good. Everything there is that's good. It's nice, isn't it? Lo so, sei la primavera in anticipo. I know. You are the early spring, or spring come early. Then we've got some ahs. La prova, that's where we were. La prova, the proof che dimostra, from the verb dimostrare, quale effetto hai su me, which or what effect you have on me. This bit here, perché, Perché means because. Confusingly, it also can mean why, but here it means because. So it's like a conjunction. L'autoscatto di noi means like the self-portrait of us. Auto means self, and scatto is like, it's like when you scattare is like to take a picture. So the picture of ourselves, I guess. Di noi is the ourselves, of us. Ormai. Sorry, I'm just looking at the translation. Non pri. Okay. L'autoscatto di noi ormai non prescinde da me. Right, so the self-portrait of us now does not disregard you. Let me just check the word. Ah, yeah, da te. I was going to say da me doesn't make sense. Da te, it doesn't disregard you. Da te. So me and te are like stressed pronouns. One day I'll get back in my office. I'll have my office space again. This will all be back nice and smooth as it used to be, okay? But you just have to aspettate un attimo, un po' più, a little bit longer. Just wait a little bit longer. Abbiate pazienza. Be patient. I know you are. I know I am. Whoa. Yeah, it's all a bit crazy with this huge whiteboard. Okay, where were we? So this is a little bit confusing. So the proof that demonstrates what effect you have on me, because the self-portrait of us no longer disregards you. È un cantico reciproco. I had to change that because I spelt it reciproco, which is more like reciprocal. But I had an O here, so I had to change that. But sometimes I still make mistakes, going from writing the text out, having the text written out and writing it out on the board, especially a big old bloody board like this. So sorry about that. Sometimes I don't spot the errors, but most of the time I kind of go, hang on, that doesn't quite make sense, and then I have to change it. So lucky I checked. So when you have like me, te, lui, lei, loro, they're just like stressed pronouns, and you often see them with prepositions. For example, con me, con te, like in con te partirò, I will go or I will leave with you. Con te. Da te is from you. Per te is for you, using the informal. Tu. È un cantico reciproco. That's the song. Okay, so it's a reciprocal song. Isn't that lovely, a reciprocal song? È un cantico reciproco. So this person's loved up basically and feeling happy and talking about things like oxygen and song and spring and very, very clear. So it's all bright and positive. I like that. Per questo nei polmoni, again, kind of linking body and breath and air. So per questo, for this, well, this is why. I'm just looking at the translation, which means I don't have to think so much. Per questo means this is why, or for this reason, for this. Nei polmoni, polmoni is un polmone with an E at the end, is like a lung, but I polmoni is lungs plural because we have two lungs generally. So nei polmoni cambia l'aria. Aha, cambia l'aria, the air is changing. I like that. Sorry about the reflection there. So there's the verb cambiare, agreeing with l'aria. Then what have we got then? Del resto, say, the air of the rest. Or everything else maybe? This is why the air in the lungs changes after all. You are all the good that there is. Okay, let me see. Per questo nei polmoni cambia l'aria del resto. sei tutto il buono che c'è. You're all the good that there is. This is really quite hyperbolic. The best thing ever. Tutto il buono che c'è. All the good that there is. So that's just the it sounds something like that. Okay, it's like the chorus. Lo so, I know. Dimostra quell'effetto hai su me. It demonstrates that effect you have on me. Again, we've got the stress pronoun me, and it's preceded, let me just see where this is. It's preceded by, so su, over here, su, and then me. So it's preceded by a preposition, the preposition su, which means on, like l'effetto hai su me, the effect you have on me. That's quite like the English. Fiori che nascono. I got this verb wrong once and someone made a little reel about me getting it wrong, which is quite funny. So nascere is to be born. Nascono is loro, they are born. Fiori is flowers, che nascono dai rovi. Now, I thought rovi was like the ruins, so I need to check that. But when I found the translation of the song lyrics, it said flowers that grow from the brambles, or like kind of the things with thorns on, you know. So I thought that was quite pretty too, but I need to double check. Because rovinare is, it might just be the same word. Rovinare is to ruin something. Qui fuori, we've got fuori, which means outside, and then we've got fiori, which means flowers. Fiori, fuori. I fiori sono fuori. The flowers are outside. Qui fuori cicatrizzano gli errori. So flowers that grow from the brambles or possibly ruins outside here heal. Un cicatrice is like a scar. So this is similar to sort of healing a scar. Let's say to heal. Gli errori miei. So the flowers that are growing out the brambles outside are healing my errors. Sei tu means it's you. Senza alcun dubbio, without any doubt, or without a doubt. L'artefice di questa primavera, the creator, the person who creates questa primavera che c'è in me, this spring which is within me, I guess. In me is repeated, in me. Qui fuori nell'autoscatto di noi. So, nell'autoscatto di noi is in the picture, if you like, or the self-portrait of us. So it's kind of awkward, but here's the translation I found. Flowers that grow from brambles out here. Qui fuori, actually, out here makes more sense than out here. I did say out here, didn't I? Qui fuori, yeah, out here. They heal my mistakes. That sounds a bit better, doesn't it? They heal my mistakes. You are undoubtedly is another way of saying without a doubt, without any doubt, but they've put it in such a way that sounds more natural to say. So undoubtedly, the creator of this spring that is in me out here, in the portrait of us. So let's have a little look. It's quite a difficult thing to translate that, actually. When you back translate something, it can seem quite awkward, but when you're singing it, it's a bit more poetic, so it doesn't always follow the normal rhythm of speech or conversational, kind of things that you'd say to someone, you know, like saying, oh, you are without a doubt the springtime that is within me. Seems very over the top, but it's the sentiment. It is like very loving, and it's to do with things flourishing, and it's to do with things becoming brighter. So it's a really, like, the sentiments are nice. So let's go through it again, and I'll show you everything this time, because it's just easier to hold what I'm looking at here. Per scontato non do niente di quel che ho, neanche un minimo brivido, ora no. Ok? C'è più ossigeno nel mio perimetro, è un sintomo chiarissimo. Confesso sei la causa mia primaria, adesso in me di tutto il buono che c'è. Ah, ah, ah. Lo so, sei la primavera in anticipo. And then you got that. Lo so, sei la primavera in anticipo. La prova che dimostra che l'effetto... No, la prova che dimostra quale effetto hai su di me o su me, perché l'autoscatto di noi... I'm not going to sing this because I'll just make a mess of it, but it's hard not to sing it because it's a song. L'autoscatto di noi ormai non prescinde da te, è un cantico reciproco. Per questo nei polmoni, i polmoni, in the lungs, cambia l'aria del resto sei tutto il buono che c'è. Lo so, questa primavera in anticipo, this early spring. Oh, it's different here. It says l'esempio che. L'esempio che. Okay, well, the example that. Dimostra quanto effetto hai su me. Oh, the words are a bit different here. Quanto effetto hai su me means how much of an effect. Quanto is like how much or how many. Dimostra quanto effetto hai su me. Fiori che nascono dai rovi. Dai rovi. Oh yeah, I did put that. From the. Da means from generally. Can mean of, but of and from are very similar, especially when it's linked to, what's the word? Provenance. Struggling between languages. Fiori che nascono dai rovi. Qui fuori. Here we are, look, last verse. Qui fuori cicatrizzano gli errori miei. Sei tu senza alcun dubbio. So that they translated that in this translation as undoubtedly. That was a good way of translating it. L'artifice di questa primavera che c'è in me, qui fuori nell'autoscatto di noi. It's worth checking that out. So that's a Laura Pausini song. Now, I've got my old phone here, so let's just check on word reference rovi, because it would be interesting to see if that's linked to ruins and also brambles. So, okay. Italiano word reference. So I'm using my old phone, which, yeah, bramble. Interesting. Okay, so un rovo is a bramble, or a blackberry bush, yes, of course. But then what about the word ruin? If I just switch it to, I'm actually looking, I haven't done this for ages, I'm actually looking on the word reference website as opposed to the app, like in the old days. I'm going to type in ruin. Let's see, rovinare. Yeah. Rovine, okay. Okay, yeah, so interesting. Rovinare un rovo. Interesting how there must be a link there, maybe. Maybe because brambles grow in like almost inhospitable areas. Yeah, so rovinare is the verb to ruin. So that's why I was thinking I rovi, ruins. But actually, it is indeed blackberries or brambles. So let's just have a little look now at the end. If I say come si dice in inglese, how do you say in English? La prova. That's a noun. La prova che dimostra quanto effetto hai su di me. La prova che dimostra qualcosa. The proof or the evidence that demonstrates blah blah blah. So la prova is the feminine noun. La prova, singular, is evidence or proof. Very similar. Provare is the verb to try. Provare. Okay. Come si dice in Italiano? How do you say in Italian? To change. To change. So that's the verb we're looking for. We're looking for the full verb, the infinitive verb. Cambiare. To change. Here's the example. Per questo nei polmoni cambia l'aria. So the air in my lungs, or the air is changing in my lungs, presumably. Okay, let's look for one more. How do I say there is? In Italiano, come si dice there is? So this is a very tiny little word made up of like an important pronoun and third person singular version of a very common verb. So the common verb is essere. I'll show you this verb. Definitely got a bit of a cold. Essere, to be. That's also an auxiliary verb. In the third person, it is, it or he is, she is. Così, like that, is. But there is, you need the little participle, the pronoun, ci, but we don't have ci and it becomes c'è. You truncate it or you shorten it down, you cut it down. Ci is also the letter, the name of the letter C. So ci apostrofo e accento, c'è. There is. There is. Tutto il buono che c'è. All of the good that there is. Tutto il buono che c'è. All of the good that there is. C'è. To make it negative, if you wanted to say there is not, you just put non in front of it, as you do with any Italian conjugated verb. Non c'è. Non c'è tempo. Non c'è spazio. Non c'è. C'è, non c'è. There is, there isn't. So that's the song La Primavera in Anticipo, and la cantautrice, the singer-songwriter, is Laura Pausini. Okay, grazie mille. I hope you have a lovely, lovely spring, and ci vediamo presto. See each other again soon. Ciao, ciao, grazie.